Welcome back. Now here we are with the much anticipated Bantha from Stan Solo Creations. This was dispatched on February 17 and it arrived yesterday, which was February 21. 4 days from China to here is just remarkable. It takes longer than that for packages to come from the west coast of America to me, so amazing job on the shipping. Now, before we even open it, I just want to say a huge thank you to Chris Smith for making this possible. There are two Banthas available, which I'm sure you all know. The big difference being that if you order this one from Stan Solo Creations, you will receive a Bantha, as has happened here. So anyway, very heavy, sturdy package, and I believe it weighs 1.5 kilograms. I've no idea what that is in pounds, but it's got a good weight to it. But without further ado, let's get this opened up and see what it's all about. Aha! So we have a box within a box. And if I remember rightly, the initial batch of Banthas that were being sent out, I think there was some issue with the box moving, and it caused a bit of damage to the box, I think. But this one, so well packaged. And here we are, Star Wars Bantha. And this is something else. This doesn't get, or I should say, there's no more retro than this. This is exactly what Kenner would have done had they produced this back in the day. The photography is just fantastic. Now, interestingly enough, I believe this is the actual Stan Solo himself, Chris's son, so it's a really nice touch that he has been included on the box. Everything about it just screams 1980s Kenner, and it is such a beautiful sight to behold. So anyway, it does say inside the contents are one Bantha figure over 10 inches long, all four legs articulated for action poses, removable reins and saddle, trapdoor in back fits most Star Wars action figures. And that's a very good point, because it has been said that it was not possible to put a trapdoor on the back of this Bantha. This is in fact the evidence that it is possible, and you are not left using a butt plug on the back of your Bantha. So opening it up, okay, this might be what I was referring to. So we've got some foam protection in here as well. Oh, fantastic. We have another vinyl caped Jawa. In fact, it doesn't say this on the box. It actually says, as it did say back in the day, action figures not included. But we do have one, and I believe this is also the reins of the Bantha itself. So what a fantastic touch this is. And it never ceases to amaze me, the extra lengths that Chris Smith goes to with his products. So yeah, we have a little Jawa. Very nice. I've actually got a few of these, so it's going to make for some nice displays. So yeah, and I'm sure all these anti-repro folks are having a heart attack at the sight of this, and I say, well, too damn bad. So anyway, on with the unboxing. Good Lord, this thing is heavy. So yeah, we have more of this foam at the other end. So I'm thinking this must be a new edition that the initial batch did not get. So I'm very thankful for that. So as it is, this box is indeed 100% perfect, not a single mark on it. So the Bantha, good Lord, this is solid. I think this body is 100% solid. It has to be, given the weight of this thing. First impressions are it looks fantastic, and the sculpting is really good. Obviously, it's been done in such a way that it's to mimic what it would look like had Kenner done this, and I think they've nailed it. And in actual fact, they've gone above and beyond, because if you think back to the old Tauntauns and Dewbacks, the saddles and whatnot did not have paint application. So this one, the saddle and the saddle bags, etc., obviously made from a softer beige colored plastic, but it's been painted with additional details that really does make a huge difference. And I guess if you wish to, you could easily remove the saddle. It's got a nice sort of classic style buckle thing, not a brass tack, has been seen on some other Banthas. Speaking of other Banthas, the trap door, which up here, yep, I just get my finger right in there, works a treat. And we do have a Tusken Raider standing by. So just to sort of test this out, and I know that this potentially could damage the cape, so if you are concerned about that, either take off the cape before doing so, or like I'm doing here, just sticking it back. I think if I were to do a display, I would probably take the cape off, but you can see that it fits in absolutely perfectly. And it snaps right back into place, as it should do, very similar to the Tauntaun and Dewback. Now let me just attach these reins. I guess they go this way, so they just a little, do they just pop in there? Yep, there's one, and there's two, a little bit fiddly, but there we go, in place. Articulation, yes, it does have moving legs. Not a huge range of motion, but why would it? So you can't actually do, have it as if it were walking, or whatever you want to do with it, it can be done because it does have articulation. I'm not sure if the other one does or not. Actually, I think it does, because I saw the legs flapping around in one of the reviews. So yeah, this really is, it's actually surpassed my expectations. I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it would be quite this good and this heavy. I mean, honestly, this is probably the heaviest, or one of the heaviest pieces I have in my collection. I mean, it did say it was at 1.5 kilos on the box. The majority of that weight is definitely from the Bantha itself. I'm just blown away by the detailing on this saddle. It's fantastic. And the different plastic used for the horns works perfectly. And now, bearing in mind, I'm not one of these Star Wars geeks that has watched every movie a million times, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think we see the mouth that clearly, but the way it's been painted has been done in such a way that you can see the mouth, and it just gives a bit of variation to the colour. The fur feature looks good. It's got its little black painted toenails as well. Everything about this has just been done so well, and I am extremely happy with this. So as I said, there are options when it comes to a vintage Kenner style Bantha, but this is the one you want. If nothing else, for the fact that you actually get one sent out to you. That's the big difference right there. But in terms of quality, this is a really well done piece, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Very happy with this. So yeah, if you are on the fence about getting one of these, don't be. Take it from me, this is as good as it gets in terms of recreating a classic Kenner vibe. It's worth it for the box alone, to be honest. This is so well done. And you even get a little Jawa. What's not to like? So there you go. Thank you again to Chris Smith for making this possible. And as I said, don't be shy if you are thinking about getting one. And I'll put a link to Chris's Etsy store in the description. And please follow the instructions clearly if you are wishing to buy one. So yeah, Kenner didn't do it, but Stan Solo did.